watching. It's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Hewitt in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration of the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness, but I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Looking to return from the 29. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each run of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now. That's what you call efficiency, exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Changing it up here, Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform. You just can't overdo it. Get back in rhythm and play your game.
Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st down, run with Barkley. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Eagles 1st down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And works it down to the 37. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know You could take a lick at any time.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. And again, here's Hurts. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
A 41-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Hey, the pivot kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lamar now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
You know, Kate, you get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They go play fake with Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's 1 quarter gone on the biggest stage of them all, the Super Bowl. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Santa Clara coming up. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
He was taken down.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard
Baltimore
line.
running its offense out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. 1st down, here's Lamar. Gets this one to Andrews. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They send a tight end in motion. This is Henry on 2nd. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
A gain of 3.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Cooper to Jean to return this for the Eagles. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Takes out a one-stop. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
New set of downs for him at the 38. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Did one defender fail? Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The 22-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Eagles, looking at 3rd and 4. Hurts looking to throw. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Elliott connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And This drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
That's a gain of 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one finds his man, Likely. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 from the 41. They go play fake with Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Jackson yet again. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The Ravens getting their first look inside the red zone. They've got first and 10 right along the 20. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. This throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Baltimore, first down.
So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. On first down, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, Henry. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Lamar now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10 from the 41. Lamar's going to keep this one. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Pass pulled in by Henry. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now Jackson off the play action. Finds his fullback. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And he stopped on the run back of the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. Escapes a defender. Has room down the left sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Ravens 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. 2nd and 10 now. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Jukes one defender, and he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll come up 1st and 10. All right, this is A.J. Dillon. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. They go to Barkley again. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Ravens 6.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Jake the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Ravens all set for another possession.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 14. Finds a man right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The Ravens have the football, but not the lead. 1 frame to change that if they want to win another Super Bowl title. Last run got him 9, so now they need 1 more here on 2nd down. Jackson keeping it himself. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that'll be 1st First down, Baltimore.
That's good.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down, here's Lamar. Finding Flowers. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Here's Lamar on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Thought that this might be 4 down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gets him back to within 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Saquon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And an Eagles first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He finds Dotson left side. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Strong running inside the 30. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And they make the stop after giving him 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd and short. Barkley.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hand. Elliott connects there, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hill now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the 41. He tucks it and takes off. This one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Pass is cut at the 9. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
16.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. That one only good for a couple. It's second down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Eagles feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he is to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the he falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Baltimore running its offense out now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They bring their tight end left. From the gun, a run for Henry. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level well served. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Complete to Zay Flowers. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now to throw. Oh, the football's loose. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
This might just be the play an incredible Super Bowl is remembered for. Here's 4th down. He's got to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Gain of 6.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Setting up to pass. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And now it's third and short.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here he is to throw. Take this one down for Henry. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. And the Eagles have flown back to that mountaintop, partner, repeating as Super Bowl champions. Well, as we all remember, last year, such a memorable game in its own right, seeing them deny Kansas City that three-peat. And now this game's going to sit right next to it in Eagles lore, repeating as champions and claiming their third now Super Bowl title.
And we know how hard it is to do, right? Especially in this sport where everything is set up for you not to get back on this stage. The draft and free agency and schedule and all of it. And yet they've overcome it. They've overcome it with stability. They've overcome it with tremendous players. And in that Philly market, they know how to play some physical football.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself,